As the rain poured relentlessly outside, I found myself driving alone on a desolate stretch of highway. The storm had turned the night into an abyss of darkness, and my windshield wipers battled against the downpour, barely offering me a glimpse of the road ahead. The gas gauge on my dashboard taunted me, indicating that I was running perilously low on fuel. Desperation clung to my bones as I longed for the sight of a gas station. Just when my anxiety threatened to consume me, a flickering neon sign emerged from the blackness, casting an eerie glow through the rain-soaked air. The sign read Joe's Gas and Convenience. Its letters, dim and worn, appeared as though they hadn't seen a fresh coat of paint in years. Nevertheless, the promise of fuel and shelter from the storm compelled me to turn into the parking lot. The gas station was a dilapidated structure, its brickwork cracked and weathered. The fluorescent lights above the pumps buzzed ominously, casting distorted shadows in every direction. With trembling hands, I stepped out of my car, the heavy raindrops pelting my skin like tiny needles. The door to the convenience store creaked as I entered, sending a chill down my spine. Inside, the air was thick with an unsettling silence. Shelves lined with dusty snacks and forgotten trinkets stood eerily still, as if frozen in time. The flickering fluorescent lights overhead cast haunting shadows on the grimy linoleum floor, and the scent of mildew lingered in the air. A lone figure stood behind the counter, obscured by the dimness of the room. I approached the counter cautiously, my voice trembling as I asked for gas. The figure, clad in tattered clothing, turned slowly to face me. His eyes were sunken and devoid of life, his skin pallid and sickly. A cold shiver ran down my spine, but my desperation overrode any rational fear. I handed him my credit card, praying it wouldn't be devoured by this forsaken place. As he processed the transaction, the man's lips curled into a sinister smile, revealing a mouth filled with decaying teeth. "Enjoy your stay," he whispered, his voice raspy and laced with malice. I thanked him and made my way back to the car, eager to escape the chilling atmosphere of the gas station. But as I inserted the nozzle into my gas tank, an unsettling sensation crept over me. The rain fell in a relentless torrent, drowning out any other sounds. I glanced around nervously, my heart pounding in my chest. It was then that I noticed something peculiar. The gas pump displayed no digits, no indication of the amount of fuel being dispensed. A sudden chill raced down my spine as a whisper of panic coursed through my veins. I tried to remove the nozzle from my car, but it clung to the fuel tank as if fused. Panic set in as I realized I was trapped, my car becoming a prison in this forsaken place. With mounting trepidation, I stepped out of the car and surveyed the surroundings. The gas station had transformed. The rain had washed away the feeble illusion, revealing a macabre scene. The shelves in the convenience store were now lined with rows of human skulls, their empty sockets staring into the void. The figure behind the counter had vanished, leaving behind only a lingering presence of evil. The rain continued to pour, relentlessly pounding on my vulnerable body. Panic turned into terror as I felt a presence creeping closer, the air thick with malevolence. Desperation propelled me towards the entrance of the convenience store, but the door slammed shut before I could reach it. Trapped in this nightmarish world,